Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you for being here today. Today is Saturday as I'm recording it, but probably by the time I get this up, it'll be Sunday, so it'll be Mother's Day. So I just wanted to wish all of you wonderful ladies out there a happy Mother's Day, and I hope you're enjoying your weekend with your loved ones, your children, spouses, friends, everything. So I just want to wish you guys a happy Mother's Day. And as usual, if you are interested in tarot cards, tarot readings, true crime cases, unsolved crime cases, and the occasional candle making video, please consider subscribing. I upload a video every week. I try to upload a video every week. I really need to start doing a midweek video as well to get through this list of requests that I have, but sometimes I have time, sometimes I don't, and this week has been really kind of hectic and busy, so I did manage to get a video up midweek on the new Delphi suspect, so check that out if you haven't seen that one. But today's case is another case that was requested by a viewer, and his name is Jasen Michael Demello. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce the last name, but Jasen Michael Demello. And he is a missing veteran, and he went missing in March of 1996. He has not been heard or seen of since then, so we are going on 25 years. So there's not a whole lot of information on Jasen Michael, sorry. There's not a whole lot of information on him, so I'm just going to share the one or two photos that I have of him that should be up there now, and I'm going to read what they have on him, which isn't a whole lot. So Jasen Michael Demello, also known as Jasen Michael Briggs, is a U.S. Army veteran who was last seen in Bay Point, California on March 1st, 1996. Jasen Demello is 6 feet tall and weighed approximately 180 pounds at the time he went missing. Jasen Demello has brown hair and green eyes. Jasen has a birthmark on his stomach and a tattoo of a skull and knife on his upper right arm. If you have any information about the whereabouts of Jasen Michael Demello, aka Jasen Michael Briggs, contact the Contra Costa County Sheriff's Department Specialist Raquel Weaver at 925-313-2722. Says here, Gene is listed by the California Missing Persons as a voluntary missing adult. So, kind of an interesting statement right there. I don't know what that means. Jasen is listed by the California Missing Persons as a voluntary missing adult. So I don't know, is that meaning they think he's alive and he just left? That's kind of an odd comment, but that's all the information that I can find on this young man. So again, we're going on 25 years, in the Army. So let's see what we can find out about him, and we'll get started. So for today's video, I have the Haunted House Tarot and the Everyday Witches Tarot, and I think I'm going to start out with the Everyday Witches Tarot, and we'll get going. So the few questions that I have: number one, I want to know where he's at, of course. Obviously, we'll see if we can get some information as far as his location. Now, I did look up Bay Point, California, and obviously you can tell by the name that there is water in that area. It's a very tropical area. It looks like a beautiful, beautiful location, but we do have some water, and it looks like there are some kind of mountains and desert area. It's California, so I do want to know if he is still in that same area. And usually when I'm trying to read the cards for location, I am looking at the imagery on the deck, and that will give you some clues as to his location. I want to ask yes or no, is Jasen still alive? Was there any kind of foul play involved? Is there anyone else that is involved with him? Any other person that pops out in the cards? And also, I want to ask, did he in fact leave willingly, or is this something else? Is this something more sinister. So that's what we're going to try to focus on, and we'll see what we can get out of this reading. So, and you know what? I forgot to mention. I forgot to thank all of you guys who come back every week. I can't believe I forgot that. So, all of my regular viewers that come back, I so appreciate it. And just to let you guys know, I have been kind of busy these last few days, so I have not been able to go on and read the comments and respond or anything. I've been away from the computer for the past couple of days, just doing some kind of spring cleaning and painting and whatnot. And so I see the comments coming in, but I just haven't gotten there, but I will. All right, so we've got Jasen, Michael, Demello. Jasen, Michael, Demello. All right, Jasen, Michael, Demello. I want to just pull one card just to see what pops up, and not necessarily ask a question, but I just want to. Okay, there we go. We've got one. The Ace of Pentacles. So, Pentacles is earth, possessions, financial, can be health. So it almost kind of. God, I almost feel like this is a new opportunity, a means to, something new, something. And look how she's focused on her pentacle. And you've got the sun in the back. Aces are always good cards to me. They're a good omen card. They're a yes card. It's the beginning of something. It's the new start of something. And so this almost makes me feel like, was there a new opportunity for him? Was there something that was brought to his attention? You've got the house in the background. It looks like this person's kind of walking away from the house, which could really, if you interpreted it that way, it could be leaving the home, walking away from the home. You've got your eye on the prize. You've got the sun behind you, kind of indicating all the good opportunities, and you're focused on whatever this is. What is this opportunity? So interesting card to first come out on that one. So we've got opportunity, we've got something. So that goes, I want to go into the next one, and I want to ask if Jasen, Michael, Demello left willingly. So did Jasen, Michael, Demello, did he leave willingly? Did Jasen leave willingly? Did Jasen leave willingly? Okay, so this would make me feel like, no, there is something wrong here. There's something going on. So perhaps he thought that there was an opportunity being presented to him, but something happened and it interrupted that, and things did not go as planned. So this is the Hangman. It's a stagnation card. Sometimes the way he is tied up, it can kind of indicate that, you're being held against your will. There's something that you're being forced to do that you don't necessarily want to do. It kind of, you can also turn it into like a literal meaning. It literally turned his world upside down. And more importantly, when I look at this card in this particular deck, I see all those dark clouds in the back. It's like a storm is coming. So it's like something's brewing. So I kind of feel like so far what we've got is he had some sort of opportunity, or he believed he had some sort of opportunity, or he was focused on something. Definitely he was focused on something, but something happened and things did not go as planned. So I do want to just get into the nitty gritty of it, and I do want to ask yes or a no if Jasen Michael Demello is alive. Is Jasen Michael Demello alive? Let's see, let's go here. Seven of Swords. God. So if I'm doing my yes or no, The Seven of Swords would definitely indicate to me that that would be, unfortunately a no. Okay, so this is like a no, but it's clouded with lies. There's something going on here. There's some part of the story that we do not know. There's something, mischievous that's going on here. Who's the one that is lying? What's happening here? Did somebody? I almost feel like with these three cards, someone promised him something, or someone offered a new opportunity, and maybe he was excited about that, and maybe he thought that he was actually being offered something good, and it didn't quite turn out. It's almost like there was trickery involved. I feel like he was lied to by someone. Someone lied to him. Someone lured him to do something. I don't know what this is, but there's something going on here, and it's not good. Let me get a clarity card for the Ace of Pentacles. What was that Ace of Pentacles? Was that someone else? Was that an offer, an opportunity? What was the Ace of Pentacles? What is that Ace of Pentacles? Nine of Wands. This is defense. Whatever this was, it didn't lead to anything good. These cards here are not, unfortunately, they're not that great, and I don't get good vibrations from them. We've got being held against your will, and that's the way I'm looking at the Hangman for this one. Someone lying, someone stealing, someone being mischievous, someone being sinister. Identity is hidden. He's got the kind of like thing over his head where you can't see his face, so somebody trying to get away without being seen. And then we have the Nine of Wands, which literally shows this person with their back up against the tree. She's got a head bandage, so this kind of tells me that I feel like he ran into some sort of foul play, to be honest with you. I really do. I feel like he went in. I feel like he maybe was lured with the potential of something good, some opportunity. Maybe someone offered him a job. I don't know. It could be anything. But it ended up not going as planned. So I want to go back to the day. I want to go back to the day that he went missing and see if we can kind of get the story of what happened. So let me move these out of the way. So I want to go back to that day. What day was it? Who was last seen at Bay Point, California on March 1st, 1996. So what happened on that day, Jason? On March 1st, 1996. Tell us the story. Tell us the story of what happened. Oh, God, no, not that one. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's definitely someone else involved here. Someone did something to him. Someone did something to him, and they have done a very good job at hiding their identity this entire time. Okay, so... all right. First of all, I'm looking at this Ten of Swords, and I do feel like this is an indication that Jasen came into some foul play. I really do. The Ten of Swords, I sometimes look at as weapons. It could be, knives. It could be anything like that, but I do look at it as a physical assault on someone. And I'm looking at this person here running away. And they have their cape on. You can't see their face. Their face is off of the card. So, the minute I pulled that, I thought of the Seven of Swords here. We've got the Seven of Swords as well. And this person is also looking away from us, and they have this kind of blanket or whatever it is over them. So this person has done a phenomenal job hiding their identity. I don't know. I'm going to see if I can get the connection. I want to ask, did he know this person? So I want to ask if he knew this person or if this was just some random person. But somebody has been very good at remaining not known. So very interesting. And I do feel like with this Nine of Wands, I do feel like that means that he put up a fight. So this wasn't something that he just, this wasn't, I don't think, quick. It, I think it shocked him, but it wasn't like he was just hit from behind. I do think that this is a person that really put up a fight and tried to defend himself. But ultimately, I think, and then we've got another 10 here. We've got a 10, we've got a 10, we've got a 9. So when we start getting into the higher numbers like that, I think endings. So endings, new beginnings. And so I do feel like this kind of was, sad to say, but I do feel like, something horrible happened to him. But you know what, though? I'm looking at this 10 of Swords, and I've never noticed before, but there is, I don't know what kind of bird, I don't know if these are supposed to be crows, but it kind of makes me feel like someone else was there and someone else seen something. I've never noticed that bird there in that branch before. As many times as I've used this deck, I've never noticed that bird. And so it kind of makes me feel like someone seen something or someone knows something. I don't think a lot of people seen anything or a lot of people know something, but I do think that there is one person that possibly knows what happened or seen what happened. So I'll leave it at that. And then we have the High Priestess. So I think that I'm going to actually, the High Priestess, sometimes the High Priestess and the Moon card both kind of, I get the thinking of dreams, paying attention to your dreams, listening to your dreams. And so I actually want to say, for the person who requested this video, I want to tell you that your dreams are important. Okay, so whatever dreams that you have about this person, if you have dreams about this person, I think that this person actually tries to send you messages within your dreams. Okay, that is how he is connecting to you. So I do think that he realizes that you seek out these types of things in order to communicate to him. He is aware of that, and I do think that he is using these tools to communicate with you. But I do think that there is something, for some reason, I really feel like there's something important to remember about your dreams. So maybe start keeping a dream journal if you don't already. Jot down some things, because I do think that there are messages being given to you by that means. And so then we have the 10 of Wands, which the 10 of Wands I kind of feel like is, again, another card indicating an ending. And I do feel like there was an ending for this person on Earth. However, after you end, there's a new beginning. In my personal opinion, everybody has the right to believe whatever they want, but I always feel like we transition. We don't end. We just go from one realm to the next, and so we continue on in that other realm. And so I do feel like, yes, he transitioned. That is definitely. But, and again, with this Ace of Cups, the one thing I'm noticing are those two doves, and that is peace. That's a peace symbol. That's a peace sign. So I actually feel like this is another message to the viewer. I think that this is, I mean, look at those two doves. They're intertwined. Okay. This is a message as well. There's something about the number 2. For some reason, number 2 is popping up, because the High Priestess is a number 2, and we've got the 2 doves. Okay, so there's something, I kind of feel like that is also him maybe commenting on the relationship of you two. But definitely I feel like this is a message of peace, that he is absolutely okay. He's at peace where he is. I do think that there was some foul play, but this is a message. This is definitely, these 2 cards I think were direct messages to the person who requested this video. So definitely listen to your dreams and there's still peace and love coming from him to you. Let's see what else we have. All right. I want to ask, did Jasen know the person that did this to him? Because I do feel like there was some sort of physical attack. I do feel like something happened to him. He did not leave on his own, his own choice. He didn't. Something happened. There's, with that 7 of Swords and that 10 of Swords, something happened. So I want to know if he knew this person, if he knew his attacker, I'll say. Did Jasen know his attacker? Wow. We've got another 2, so I don't know what's going on with the 2s. There's something important, I think, about the 2s. So I really this makes me feel like I don't think he knew who this person was, because this person has a blindfold on. This is a person that doesn't know what she can't see. She's got a blindfold on. And so it makes me either feel like he didn't know this person, or it came out of nowhere. Didn't see it coming. Really didn't see it coming. Had no idea that this was going to happen. And before he knew it, it happened. So that's what I'm getting from this card here. And it kind of also, because this is a 2, we've also got a cat and a crow. We've got two things here, okay? So that almost kind of makes me feel like it wasn't just one person, it was 2 people. I think that's what the 2 is standing for. I do think that there were 2 people that did whatever it is to him. 2 people are involved. And I don't think he knew either one of them. I think it literally just came out of thin air. And again, like I said, he wasn't expecting it. He didn't see it coming. There was no indication. Was this just a random attack? Was this just a random attack? Was this just a random attack? Was this a random attack? Temperance. Interesting. All right, so was it a random attack? We've got Temperance, which is all about balance, right? Moderation, balance. So, very interesting. What do we've got here? We've got a book, we've got cupcakes, we've got a computer back here. Got one cupcake on the floor. I feel like things were going good for him. Things were going well. I don't think that there was anything going on that made him want to leave. I think things were in order. They were in balance. I really do. But then something happened. I think it was, I really do kind of feel like it was random, because that was my question. And I do feel like it was random. I feel like it just came out of nowhere. I mean, I'm looking at that one cupcake and how everything else is in balance and the way it should be. And I think that that's what his life was at that time. Everything was going as planned. And then this one thing happened, and it completely changed the whole outcome of his life and those around him. So I do feel like this was actually kind of a random attack, to be honest with you. And it really, really, really devastated people and their lives. And I think it really kind of shocked him, to be honest with you. So again, what I'm taking from this particular card here, the 3 of Swords, yes, we all know it's heartbreak, betrayal, hurt, things like that, but it's also a card of healing. Okay, it's also a card of healing. So remember that. Okay, remember that. I do think that this is again a direct message from Jasen himself. But also there's something here about a journal. So we've got a bed, and I already told you about the dreams. I do think that this person, Jasen, does come to you in dreams. I really do. And I think it's important that you do. And it's ironic that I mentioned a dream journal, because this is a journal right here, and it's on this person's bed. And honestly, I'm going to just tell you right now, I feel like there's this feather pen here. I feel like look for feathers. I feel like he could send you messages with feathers. So if you find a feather or something like that, for whatever reason, I feel like that's important. And I don't usually give messages like this in readings, but for some reason, these little things are coming out at me, and usually they don't. Usually I'm not really giving a personal message, but I do feel like there is something going on with feathers, and I do feel like you really do need to journal some of the things that you dream about at night, okay? Because I do feel like this is, I think that this is him acknowledging that, you know, obviously you were probably devastated when this happened, but I think that he is wanting you to kind of heal and get over that hurt. I think that he is giving you a message of peace, and he does visit you when you're sleeping. And so I think it would definitely be a good idea for you to start journaling. Now there's something here, what is this, the Emperor or the Queen of Cups? So the Queen of Cups, let me see what's going on with the Queen of Cups. Who is the Queen of Cups? Can we get some clarity on the Queen of Cups? Some clarity on the Queen of Cups. This is a pregnant Queen of Cups too. Okay, can we get some clarity on the Queen of Cups? Clarity on the Queen of Cups. And we get the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, no, actually I pulled a few cards there. Oh, no, those are my old ones. Okay, so we've got two queens. So, who are we talking about with the two queens? Now, interesting enough, this Queen of Cups, I have some pictures up here I think I put up there. Hopefully I'll have those up here already, but we're talking about Bay City, California. No, sorry, Bay Point, California. It's a very tropical area. It's got the palm trees, it's got the water, it's got the sand. So this is interesting that this particular card is coming up. And I don't know necessarily if we're supposed to focus on the woman per se, or if we're supposed to focus on the area around the woman. So we've got sand, we've got palm trees, we've got water. So it kind of, let's just say that water is coming up. Okay, I'm noticing that. So water is coming up. As far as the woman is concerned, this is a pregnant woman. It could represent his mother. It could represent a mother figure of some sort, relationship, anything like that. Or it could be something to do with the people that he came across or became involved with, unfortunately. So now we've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is interesting because this Queen of Pentacles looks a little bit older. So this is an older woman now. And, honestly, we've got a younger person here, and now we've got an older person here. So that's interesting that those, is this one and the same? It kind of makes me feel like this is her, but older, wiser. Interesting. All right. All right. Where is Jason? Where are you located at? Where are you located at, Jason? Okay, so what's going on with the mother figure? So we've got two mother figures. We've got another pregnant woman coming on because we have the Empress now. So where is he located? First thing I noticed is this Knight of Swords. It's like an aerial view. He's up in the sky. Okay, he's looking down, and we're looking down on water again. We've got water, we've got some land here, kind of looks like maybe an island type thing. So I do kind of feel like there is a possibility that he is definitely located near water. And with it being Bay Point, California, obviously we know that there is probably a ton of water over there. So I do want to ask if, you know, he will ever eventually be found, or is this just something that you know, we're never gonna know? So hopefully not. Hopefully we can get some information. But this does make me feel like water is involved. And I do feel like this was obviously, absolutely, without a doubt, against his will. I think something happened. I want to see if I can pull a few more cards with the other deck to see what that something is. Because I don't know if it was a robbery. I don't know, you know, did somebody offer something? You know, I don't know. So I want to see what we can find out what this item is. But I do feel like whatever happened, it happened against his will. I mean, she is physically tied up. She's blindfolded. And I do think that there is significance to the blindfold, because that's like the third time we've seen a blindfold in this reading tonight. And I do feel like that means that either he doesn't know exactly what happened, he did not see it coming, he didn't see what happened, he didn't know these people, or it could just be all of the above. But I do think that there is significance to it. So you do see a person here is tied, you know, and these swords here. And then, of course, we had that Ten of Swords, which wasn't the best card to come out. But again, very interestingly enough, we have a bird. We have another little bird up here. So I do feel like someone's seen something. I think at least one person knows what happened. Someone's seen something, someone knows something, maybe these people have said something to someone, but I think someone is aware of what happened. And I don't know what's going on with the two motherly figures. I don't know who that is, so maybe the person, you know, you guys could kind of give some input on that. I don't know if this is, you know, the relationship that he was in at the time. I don't know if this is his mother, a mother figure. I don't really get the feeling that this is the person that was involved. I don't think that this person here, whoever this is, has anything to do with this. But we do have a woman, two women, motherly women, pregnant women. So, interesting. All right, so let me get some information on the person or people who did this to him. And I want to see if we can figure out what this is. Was it a robbery? Was it, you know, just a random attack? So let's see what we can get. King of Cups. A lot of aces. I've pulled 3 aces in this reading. The Fool. The Lovers. The Page of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. Okay. So again, with the King of Cups, I do kind of feel like this could potentially be the person who Jasen came in contact with. The King of Cups to me is a sneaky person. This is someone, and I know a lot of people don't look at the King of Cups like that unless he comes out reversed, but to me, the King of Cups is someone who tries to portray a certain image of himself, but deep down inside, he has a completely different personality. And so remember that very first card I pulled was that Pentacle, and I felt like that was an opportunity being presented to him, or something being presented to him, and that was used as some sort of, I don't know. I'm just throwing this out there. I don't know. Maybe he was looking to buy something. He could have been looking to buy even a car, and somebody hears about it and says, "Hey, I hear you're looking to buy a car. I have a car for sale. Come," and then it just goes to shit after that. So I almost kind of feel like it was something like that. Like there was something that he went to go see, or was looking to buy, or looking to find, and someone offered to help him with that, and then it turned into something else. So I do feel like at least one of these people is a man, and I do feel like this man has been very clever at hiding his identity this entire time. But I think part of that is because he's got this fake facade on the exterior, and I don't think anybody would really, probably, unless they really truly knew him personally, no one would suspect him for anything like this. And again, I'm going to bring up the fact that we've got water. So we've got water, we've got a little island type thing. I know that water and sand is common. It's a common theme in this deck, but it's interesting because we are talking about an area that has water and sand and tropical, we've got the palm trees and whatnot. And so I do think that that is a significance. I do feel like he is still in that area. I really do. I feel like he has never left that area. So we've got the Ace of Swords. Let me hold off on that one for a second. And then we've got the Fool. So I do feel like in this particular card here, I kind of feel like this was just something that he literally just walked into it and he didn't expect it. It was something completely unexpected. This was not, I think that there was something that it was just something like an opportunity. Something was offered to him to go check it out. And I think he was excited about it. I think whatever the opportunity was, or whatever that pentacle was in the very beginning, I think it was something that he was looking forward to, something that he was excited about. And so he went off and he ended up being kind of tricked, so to speak. And then we've got the Lover. So again, I feel like this is another card that's coming out from him directly to the person who requested this video. And I do think that this is a sign that he is always with you. So if you notice here, this couple here is holding hands, and so they're looking into the fire. So I do feel like that is a message. I think that out of all the readings I've done, this is one reading where I feel like this person has really come through quite a bit with personal messages. And we've got the Page of Wands. So I feel like the Page of Wands is, again, it's a path. It's taking a path. It's a new path. It's a new opportunity. And I kind of feel like this is what was happening. I feel like something was going on where I don't know if he was trying to buy something, or he was looking into something, or something new was happening. I don't know, but I feel like there was something going on, and this was not meant to go this way. It went completely the opposite of what he expected. So I honestly feel like he was wanting to buy something. We've got Pentacles again. So this is the first, I don't know. No, I had that Queen of Pentacles again. So, okay. So again, the Seven of Pentacles, this is kind of, I feel like in this particular case, there's some connection between this card and the very first one that I pulled. There's something going on here with the Pentacles. There's something here that was, I think, important to him, to be honest with you. And then what else was that other one? The Ace of Swords. Again, new opportunities, new beginnings. There was something going on. What was going on? Let me switch decks. What was this opportunity? I want to know what this opportunity was, because there was something going on. There was something going on that he was looking forward to. He was excited about it. What was this item that he was excited about? What was this thing that he was excited about? Now this deck is a little bit darker, so we'll see what we can get. But I want to know, what are these pentacles? What was the... Oh my God, we've got the Empress. Okay, what's going on with the motherly figure? The Empress. There's not a whole lot of information about this man, okay? So, I don't know anything about his family life. I don't know if, was there a mother that was alive? Was he close to his mother? Another figure? And honestly, I feel like in this particular deck, she is holding her stomach. So we've got 2 pregnancies that came out in this other deck. And now we've got this Empress here. And one of those was an Empress. This is the second Empress. So there's something going on here with a female, a motherly figure, female. All right. What was this new opportunity that Jasen had? What was this new opportunity? What were you excited about? Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is a typical traditional Four of Wands. It can be tradition, it can be celebration, it can sometimes represent a wedding. So, you know, because of this deck being a little bit darker, it has more like more of a cultish feel, I think, for me. But if we're looking at just the regular old-fashioned universal Four of Wands, this is a celebration, a wedding. So I'm wondering, you know, I know that the person who requested this video was, I believe, the fiance of this man. Okay, so, you know, was he looking for something that was in relation to possibly a wedding? Okay, because this is a celebration. This is like a wedding type thing, you know, traditional type thing. We've got the female here, the motherly figure. We have pulled quite a few cards, I think, that are personal messages from him. So what's going on here? Actually, let me ask for a clarity card on the Empress. Get a clarity on the Empress. Underwater. Three of Cups. But then again, the Three of Cups is a celebration. We've got celebration. We've got a pregnancy and we've got celebration. We've got a pregnancy and we've got celebration. Out of the cards that I have pulled between the two Empresses and the Queen of Cups, both being pregnant, and then now this one, and then we've got the Three of Cups and we've got the Four of Wands, which traditionally are celebration. Even the Three of Cups can sometimes even mean birth. It can be a birth or creation. So, you know, that's just the next step after a three. It's going to be the creation of a third person. So it can be the birth of something. It doesn't have to be the birth of a baby. It can be the birth of an idea. But I am getting too many cards here that are indicating pregnancy, marriage, relationship, those types of cards, celebration, happiness, joy. You know, with this one here, it kind of feels like there's a little bit of a feeling of being overwhelmed just because this is the Haunted House Tarot deck, and so it does have kind of a darker theme to it. So this kind of makes me feel like, you know, just for the fact that she is submerged underwater, kind of makes me feel like, you know, this is a person that's a little bit overwhelmed. Kind of feels like, you know, they're kind of drowning, right? They've got too much stuff on their plate. So interesting. Let me keep going here. Okay, and this one started to come out. So we've got the Five of Pentacles. So Five of Pentacles, you know, everybody knows the Five of Pentacles is not the best card to have, but with this particular card in this particular deck, I always see the spiders. Okay, those are the things that's what my mind or my eyes just go to, are the spiders. And so I do feel like the spiders, when I think of spiders, I think of web of lies. Okay, every time I pull this card, that's what I think, web of lies. And so there's something going on here. I've got the Tree of Life, the web of lies, the spiders, eyes. I feel like someone knows something. Someone knows something. Someone's seen something. What's going on here? What's going on here? Tell us the story, Jason. Tell us the story. What happened to you? Where did you go? Tell us the story. Another page. Knight of Pentacles. He's still focused on that pentacle. He's still focused on that pentacle. Page of Wands. New path. Page of Wands and a new path. is like the same cards that I pulled the first time around. New path. New path. He's focused on something. What is this? What is that pentacle? What are we talking about here, Jason? Tell us what the pentacle is. What's the pentacle that you were looking at? What was this new thing in your life? What was this new pentacle? The Hermit. Yeah, see, somebody knows something. How many times have I seen this person, whether it be a bird, it be a cat, or something, but there is this person here that knows something. Someone knows something. Someone could shed light on this story. Somebody I think out there definitely knows what happened to Jasen. We've got another 2. So we've got another 2. There's some significance to the number 2. Some significance to the number 2. What are you trying to tell us, Jason? What are you trying to tell us here? What's going on? What are you trying to tell us? 5 of Swords. To me, this is like a competition, jealousy, betrayal, almost a betrayal type card. So why is that coming out? We've got the 5 of Pentacles, and now we've got the 5 of Swords. So not the best 2 cards in the deck. So there's some issue going on. There's something happening. Something's going on. Two of Wands reversed. Divination, communication. And we've got that moon right out there. I mean, this is not the moon card. This is the 2 of Wands. But we've got a moon and we've got a large body of water. And we've got the number 2. There's a significance to the number 2. And we have a form of divination. We have a Ouija board. So I do feel like this person is telling you that he knows that you try to communicate with him, or that, you know, you're open to these types of divination tools to communicate with him. And I do think that he is aware of that, and I do think that he tries to communicate back to you as much as he can. But I do think that there is a significance with the number 2, and there's a significance with a body of water, a large body of water, because I feel like this is you communicating, and he is definitely out there. So I do think that there is water involved. I'm not quite sure what happened, but I do feel like he was tricked, so to speak. I feel like there was something that he was focused on. I think he was happy in his life. I think that he was looking forward to marriage and the future and having children. And I think that he really thought that there was an opportunity that was presented to him, and he really was just kind of lied to, and he really kind of fell into a trap. And there was no way out of it. I mean, I keep thinking back to that fool, and how the fool is just happily going along with his merry business, and he just literally steps right off the edge of a cliff. And so I do feel like that's what happened. I feel like he thought that this was completely shocking for him, I think. Let's see what else we have. Okay, what else do we need to know about this? 9 of Wands. So again, defensive. Look at all the wands. Tons of wands. Wands and swords. That's what's coming up primarily in this reading. Wands are your, that's fire, that's passion, that's your will, that's your desires, goals, wishes, wants, things, all that good stuff. That's who you are as a person. So I do feel like that is coming up quite a bit, and swords are coming up quite a bit. And I feel like the swords, that is air, okay? That can be your thought. Some people will sometimes look at swords as, even because of thoughts, it can translate into words. So pentacles is another one that we've had. I think we've had more pentacles, wands, and swords versus cups. Not a lot of cups. So I think that there is an urge for him. I think there is a burning desire for him, I think, to communicate and to, explain or tried to tell someone what happened. And I think that he communicates with the viewer that requested this case. I really do. I think that he tries to communicate with you. So there's definite clues that he's given in this reading tonight. So pay attention to those clues. But I do think that there is a burning desire for him to be able to communicate to you. And I think that he tries desperately. So with all the swords coming out, I guess what I was saying is that some people associate swords to words. So I kind of feel like you can associate swords as well as wands to words or communication. Okay, so it kind of almost makes me feel like there could have been some communication between him and these other people that were involved. I feel like it's two. I feel like there's two people involved. Okay. I feel like there's one man, possibly a woman, but definitely two people involved with whatever they did. Okay. But there was some, with this six of, I guess the whole point of my tangent was this Six of Swords. I feel like there was some harsh words said between them. When you look at all these lightning strikes here, I do feel like that was just this whole card here, this Six of Swords card, does not have a very good vibe to it. And I feel like there was some, maybe some communication between him and these people that did not go so well. I don't think that he ever thought in a million years that it would go to what it ended up going, that he could possibly end up losing his life over something like this. But you know, I do think that he tried to get away because the Six of Swords is leaving, escaping, trying to get away. I do think that he desperately tried to get away, but that they actually ended up going after him. I really do. I feel like that's what happened. And then we've got all these swords here in these posts here to, you know, kind of indicate, I do think, some sort of a physical attack. Plus, I keep thinking back to that Ten of Swords. So I do feel like it kind of started out with words. I think it started out with promises like, hey, you know, I don't know, maybe he wanted to buy something. That's what I keep feeling, like he wanted to buy something. And, you know, went with these people or trusted these people to go look at something or to buy something potentially. And it ended up being kind of like a robbery gone wrong. There were some harsh words, I think, spoken between them. And it turned into something that he was not expecting at all. And I do think that he tried to fight back. I think that he tried to get away, but it just didn't work. So let's see what else we can pull here. Okay, what else, Jason? What else do you want to tell us here? What else do you want to tell us? What else do you want to tell us? Four of Cups. Oh, now we're bringing out the cups. Seven of Pentacles. Five of Wands. I've pulled just about every five in this deck, and probably every ace. So I do think that the aces represent the fact that he had a lot to look forward to in his life. You know, those are new beginnings, new opportunities. And so, you know, I do think that is, you know, that is coming out. But we've got the Four of Cups, which is kind of, I don't really usually use this deck when I'm reading on a male. So I'm kind of in my mind just exchanging out the female for a male, okay? And so I'm going to look at this main character as Jasen. So this here is not a happy card. This is you're not happy with what you're being given or what you're being offered. And so it kind of goes back to that feeling of, I think he wanted to purchase something, or he wanted to look at something and possibly, you know, was tricked into something and did not like how it went down or how it transpired. So seeing that the situation was not at all what he thought it was and wanted to get out of there and could not. And again, we've got the King of Cups. So this is the second King of Cups that we've pulled, because I pulled it in this deck as well. And I told you that the King of Cups to me is definitely a person that is one way on the exterior and another way on the interior. And I do think that there's at least one male that Jasen was dealing with, and this was somebody that really had him tricked from the get-go, and he did not expect this person to be at all what he really was. And to me, this Five of Wands is just chaos ensuing. It just went downhill really quickly, and he just did not see it coming. This here, this Seven of Pentacles, you know, this is kind of like, you know, the way it looks in this particular deck, it's kind of looks like she's trying to make a choice, right? It looks like she's trying to choose which one to pick. So this is, you know, I kind of feel like when I look at her face, I'm looking at that expression, and I kind of feel like it was Jasen's thoughts in his mind, like, what am I going to do? How am I going to get out of this? What the hell am I going to do? And I believe that her facial expression is actually putting into my mind what he was feeling or what he was thinking once he was caught inside this situation, trying to figure out a way out. Again, new beginnings, and then we have the Knight of Wands. So one of the things that I've noticed, a common reoccurring theme in this pull tonight, is the full moon. So there's lots of full moons, and I never pulled the moon card per se, but I did pull 3 or 4 cards that have a full moon, including that Two of Wands with that Ouija board. So there was a full moon there as well. And so, you know, we all know that the moon can sometimes represent secrets, right? Secrets being exposed, secrets being illuminated. I do feel like that there is at least one other person that's seen something or knows something. And it could be because I kind of told you I had the feeling that there were 2 people involved in this. It could be that one of those people is possibly still living with this today and is still carrying this on their shoulders and is still aware of what happened. But I think I'm going to end it there. Well, let me ask one more question. Let me ask if Jasen will ever be found. Jasen, will you ever be found? Will you ever be found? Where are you located? Will you ever be found? Oh, the Three of Swords. Okay, this is not good. This is not good at all. Oh my God, what are the odds of pulling 3 kings in a row? And then we have the Justice card. Okay, I love it when I end a reading on the Justice card because it gives me hope that there will be justice in the case. So lots of duplicates in tonight's pull. Another three of swords. Another Three of Swords. And so again, my question is will you ever be found? And as a yes or a no question, the Three of Swords would probably be a no. However, well, we've got the Justice card as well. Unfortunately, in this particular deck, the scales are imbalanced. They're not balanced. And so I don't honestly know if Jasen will ever be found physically or any kind of remains would be found, but I do feel like he is in that area. I really do. Just based off of some of the tropical imagery that was found or seen in the Everyday Witches Tarot. So I don't know what's going on with the kings, but we've got 3 kings here. We've got the wands, the pentacles, and the swords, and I did actually pull the King of Cups earlier in this deck. Where is it? So I've got every single king that's in this deck that came out in this reading. So what is that about? Is that one man with multiple personalities, or is this 4 different men? Very interesting. Very interesting. I kind of feel like this is one man with 4 different personalities. And look at there, he's holding a person, he's carrying a person. So, I mean, I have something in my mind, you know, look at these cards and see what kind of feelings that you get. But I do feel like he is carrying a person. And remember, I said I'm exchanging this woman out for Jasen. So is this indicating what happened? You know, you've got the King of Pentacles. So this is a man who likes things, likes, you know, has possessions that he feels are valuable to him. He could be kind of cruel. He could be calculating. This is somebody that's very intelligent, somebody that's very smart, someone that's very patient. You know, and I do think that he has a double personality where, again, he puts on a fakeness and is completely different on the inside. And so I do feel like this is actually, I've never drawn all 4 kings in one reading before. I've never done that before. So I do think that we are dealing with somebody very, very intelligent, very double personality type person, very patient, very cold, very calculated. You know, so this is not a good person, and I believe that that's why they've been able to hide their identity all these years. We're looking at 25 years. But you know, I've heard of stories where cases have went on longer and people have had them solved. You know, there's been some ending for everyone involved, and so, or some sort of closure. So I don't think that that's not a possibility, because we do have the Justice. And even though those scales are imbalanced right now, the Justice card is coming out. And look at this right here. Something very important that I've never even noticed before. This maid here, whoever she is, the woman who's holding the scales, she has like a key down here. It looks kind of like a master key. So it does kind of tell me that there is someone who holds the key to solving this case. Someone holds the key to solving this case. And I feel like this woman here is the person who knows what happened. I do feel like someone's seen something, someone knows something, at least one person knows something, and they hold the key to this case being solved. I really do believe that. As many times as I've seen this card, I don't think I've ever paid any attention to this key. And that is one thing that I will tell you is very important. If there's anything that your eyes are drawn to in a card, anything, I don't care if it's the window in the background on the wall, if there's something in particular that your eyes are drawn to on a card, there is a reason for it. Okay, that is something that you're supposed to see, something that you're supposed to pay attention to. So it doesn't matter if you've seen that card a million times before. If there's something new that you're just drawn to, there's a reason behind that. There's a reason. So there's a reason why I seen this key on this woman. Okay, someone holds the key to solving this case. I don't think this is unsolvable. I think that there is a potential, a potential for this case to be solved, because I think that someone knows something and they're just kind of hiding in the background and they need to come forward. So again, I'm going to put up the information on the screen. If you guys have any information, or if you guys have ever been out to Bay Point, California, let me know, or any kind of other comments on this case. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and again, I hope that you are okay with this reading, but I do feel like he is trying to communicate with you. I really do. There's a couple of signs that you need to pay attention for. Feathers, the number 2, there's something going on with the number 2. Dreams, dream journals, any kind of divination tools. I think that he tries to communicate with you through that. So keep those things in mind. Start paying attention to your dreams. And I think that he is also telling you that, it's okay to continue on with your life, start to heal. Those 3 of Swords to me are betrayal, heartbreak, and hurt, but it's also the beginning of healing as well. So anyway, until next week, guys, have a wonderful week and a wonderful Mother's Day, and I will see you next time. Thank you.